Here's the lithium stacked metallic bond and the conductive bottom. I would need to bust the wires at the bottom. The bust each one with solder for power to charge, positive, 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 positive to positive charge, not positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. So I'm doing it to power to charge. So all of it is going to be connected to the positive, and the negative will be connected to another plane. And the lithium coin level stack commutative motor. I'm also using the winding coils so I could wrap it with coils and solenoid effect. I'm going to be using also permanent magnets, which will be on another different platform separate from this. While around here, I'm going to place a winding coil so I can add synchronous AC charge or to recharge this inductive coil. I'm going to be using 24 gauge AWG Remington, and I think that's going to be sufficient enough. So winding coil, one I'm going to do solenoid, another I'm going to do a solenoid vertical, and if it's fixed horizontal as far as the faceplate, it will be horizontal. Then I'm going to also use another foam to go around the segment with the coil terminal to make an entire solenoid effect. And I'm also going to be putting coil terminals. So the first one I'm going to do is first the button coin batteries. Then the following, I'm going to be using the magnetic actuator terminals, which is going to be loop through a stack. So I'm gonna have a iron. I think I'm gonna have an iron stack to go through to each one. If not, then I'm just gonna use the bridge for the solenoid effect up there. Test cut, so I could show you what the ultracapacitor armor is like and how it is made. When I'm doing my templates, for my armor, the template according to the size of the aluminum sheet. And then I zigzag wrap it, and after I zigzag wrap it, I take it out of the zigzag because I want to make sure that the measurements fit the size, the length, distance of the template. I started to try and attempt the PVC transparent clear plastic alongside the exterior of the metal. This is to synchronize my neurons from distance to distance. Brainwave controls, I can control it without a device attached to my body. By a emitted light, a focused light, however, I am in vector, neurons is being synchronized, which and control the device. It's one, a Hall effect, a transducer around the edges by wrapping a coil around the edges, inside the lines. Following up with magnets alongside the magnets will be slotted within the shaft to be able to shift, driven by electromotive through light sensor photons and synchronize my neural activity. Corresponding events. Alpha frequency shall be recorded in hertz, and the pronouncing the alphabets in many different variable hertz as far as expression, where I'm translating my alpha frequency into linguistics as far as language, acoustic pressure and force. A recording which controls. I'm not finished with it. I just began. I didn't even start on the real stuff that I have to put in here as far as the modulars. So this one is to function like my airplane, whereas having a servo within the shaft area function like an airplane. I'm using, I believe this motor is a wafer motor, which is SkyQuest iRotor 5010 750 kilovolts. So large. motor in here. I'm going to be using wafer motors. I have to get 2 more. Unfortunately, they only sent me 1, and I paid for 2. So I have to include the other 3 that I'm using, the other 2 that I'm using for this. The mounts of the controllers inside of the unit along the side. Here is the escape motor controller. It's a BC. It has a built-in BC. 1 right here, 1 right here, and 2 behind this blue bracket, which strings the wire down here. See those 3 phase wires? 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. Having 2 of them underneath the mass, leaving room for the modular space, which is localized behind here on this wall bracket and on there for the Arduino controller. And as of the batteries, coin batteries, I'm going to overlay it with coin batteries for lithium. Coin batteries will power up, and for that, I still have to change these blades for thicker. I need them thicker, at least to have a 10-pound weight resistant, because the rotaries thrust at maximum 10 pounds.